All right, good morning, guys. It is Wednesday the 20, or what is it? The 6th. I said 26th. It is the 6th. So, good morning, everyone. So, we are going to talk about the project today on the okay, Sam. How you doing, Sam? Thanks for checking in this morning. Hopefully, you're doing well, Samuel. All right. Thanks for being here. Any questions you may have for the project on the nervous system? I'm going to talk about some nervous system diseases today to get you some ideas, kind of review some things on the nervous system with you guys, and then have you on your way. Good morning, Chris. Thanks for checking in as well, too. Thanks for being here. All right. All right. Okay. Good morning, Kylie. How are you? All right, we got some people in here. Thanks for checking in, Kylie, Chris, and Sam. Thanks for checking in. We're going to talk about the nervous system, continue talking, just reviewing some parts, and I'm going to go over some respiratory, or not respiratory, nervous system diseases for today. So I'll talk about a few of those as well. Okay. All right. If you have any questions, you could ask at any time. I guess some other students will be checking in here. So let me just kind of go over as a review of a few things about the nervous system. So it is a system that's very important for maintaining balance in the human body. They call that homeostasis, okay? Where there's a bunch of sensory receptors that work and they provide information from your internal and external environments. So that's kind of what happens there. Now, their neurons or nerve cells are basic elements of a nervous system. So neurons are another name for a nerve cell. So there's a couple parts of the nerve cell, the nucleus, which is in the very middle, okay? There's the cell body, okay, which is kind of like the whole length of it. And there's an area called axons and dendrites. So I'll kind of review those with you guys here too. You can include this in your research of your diseases. So I will talk about the diseases next, okay, or illnesses. But a neuron, the cell body, is the main processing center of the cell. The dendrites, or the thin branches, extend from the cell body, and they're kind of like branches that go out, just like a branch of a tree. Okay, they conduct nerve impulses toward the body, so they send messages towards the body. The axons are single branches which conduct nerve impulses away from the body, so they go away from the cell body. So axon away, the letter A, axon has it both the letter A in it, away for that, and axon. All right, is an easy way to remember that. Okay. All right. Any questions so far? Excuse me. All right. Excuse me. All right. So we got Viral, we got Chloe, we got Allie. Thanks for checking in here too as well. So thanks for being here. Any questions you may have, you can ask anytime about the project. I'm just reviewing some parts on neurons or nerve cells itself. Okay, so there are motor and sensory neurons. Okay, there's a couple different kind of neurons. So the motor conveys information to the sensory nervous system, the central nervous system, to muscles and glands, and sensory carry information from sensory receptors to the sensory nervous system, the central nervous system. Okay, so those are just a few right there. Okay, excellent. All right, so there's a couple major parts of the central nervous system. So there's the brain, and then there's the spinal cord that make them up. Okay, so there's two parts of the central nervous system, brain and spinal cord. There's also the peripheral nervous system. These are made of nerves that lead to everywhere else. So the brain and spinal cord are part of your central nervous system. All the other nerves that go from there are part of your peripheral nervous system, is what they call that. Okay. All right, excellent. Moving on. Okay, so the brain, as a review for itself, it weighs about 3 pounds in an adult human. 75% of its water, 20% of its oxygen, contains over billions of neurons that send these messages. Okay, so it controls functions of interactions within the outside world. So there's the cerebrum, there's the brainstem, and the cerebellum. Those were the three main parts. Really, four with the thalamus or hypothalamus. We'll talk a little bit about that one too. So cerebrum, brainstem, and cerebellum, along with the hypothalamus. Well, I'm not going to have you memorize these parts, but the brainstem is made up of the midbrain, or pons in the medulla oblongata, is what they call that. Okay. And the pons are located between the midbrain and the medulla oblongata. And the medulla oblongata contains centers is for heart rate, um, regulates your heart, lungs, swallowing, coughing, sneezing. That's what the brainstem will have. So the pons, midbrain, and medulla oblongata are all part of the brainstem, which is the lower part of the brain. All right, the cerebrum or cerebellum